everyone, good evening, how are we doing? We're live and we're loud. Sorry, I've just been moving the camera around and stuff. We've got the press conference all done, ready for the morning, so I hope you have fun with that. I was just getting set up for the stream and I seen a tweet come out from Dundee United that, you know, they were doing really well in the first 20 minutes, and Tony had sent a cross in for Big Fletcher and it just went a little bit high, and I thought, fantastic. Well, we're building the lineups and getting ready for the weekend, so I've obviously got some Dundee United cards. What a great game for us to try and watch as well, especially if, like, the 5-10 minutes I've been watching this, like, it's available on BBC Scotland if you're in the UK, or if you have access to that channel in any way, and Dundee United are streaming it on their actual website for like £12, so if you're interested in watching it for yourself, 27 minutes in, you'll catch the second half at the very worst. Tannadice, Dundee United Stadium, looks to be almost a sellout, by the way. And Charlie Mulgrew's had some good interactions in the ball, and since I've been on as well, I've seen Tony win a good free kick and get his man booked. So yeah, by all accounts, man, Dundee United are not shy. I was talking to Tony before, or as we were recording the End Product podcast. It went live earlier today, by the way, so if you haven't caught that yet, good pressure there from Tony on Jordy Classy, and he shelled it out. Classy's raging. But Tony was, you know, like, I don't know, he wasn't like saying, oh, we're going to smash them or anything, you know, but, you know, he was coming in, he had a wee smile on his face, you know, he felt quite good, saying they've got some players and whatever. But I say, for the short time I've been watching this, Dundee United have definitely looked the better of the two teams so far. And AZ only showed up in Dundee today, you know, I couldn't believe it when I seen the pictures on their Twitter account. It was like, oh, we've just arrived in Dundee, and they were kicking about before the game and everything, and I was thinking, that's not good prep. Like, you've just got off a flight today, like, surely you want to get here yesterday and stay the night before. I don't know. I suppose it's not too long a flight from Holland to Scotland, but I'm seeing a lot of Dundee United's play replicated from the Kilmarnock game, which is actually very that wasn't a great ball from Levitt there, which is actually very encouraging, because whatever Jack Ross is trying to do with them, you know, from watching them for the short spells that I have, there's definitely repeating patterns happening with their build-up play and the key men on the ball, and, you know, like Middleton's doing what that Cudjoe was doing last week against Kilmarnock, but Middleton seems maybe a bit more capable. And then this boy McGrath that's on the bench, or McGrath, we'll see who he comes on for. Flicked on header by Tony, Fletcher came short for it, and then Harkes is on the forward press doing the John McGinn role. Really like that, but Harkes, it's just a shame he's going to be suspended for the weekend. But yeah, I'm not going to do a blow-by-blow for this like I did Celtic Aberdeen, or I do normally for watch-longs. I'm just going to be casually enjoying this with you while I'm going through the normal stuff for the live stream. So we'll be dropping fist bumps to everyone who's here, of course. So we've got Ian Sorare, fist bump, my man, good to see you. Padagool, fist bump. Zach Estrella, good to see you. Been rebuilding the gallery, I can't wait for Wednesday, Zach, it should be great fun. Mark Hodgson, fist bump, my man, good to see you. Connor Heibel, of course, interrupted watching the pods. Oh, good. Well, you can catch that later, of course. You can catch anything later. It's on the interweb, but it's here forever. Tom Bradley, fist bump, my man. Dylan Rutter, good to see you. Genesis, one more sleep for you, my man. And it's French League is back in town. One more sleep. Is it just me that's excited for Rutter? J Vic, fist bump, my man. And Andre Malley, fist bump, my brother. Hello, good to see you. Hey, Mai and Shrew1886 coming in with the fist bumps as well. Blake Fornley, I see you there. Don't worry, my man. There you go. On that note, by the way, now that I see these are all here, let me just check something. I did have to. Yeah, I think I did. Right, 2 seconds, guys. I need to check something now that I've just seen all of you guys here, right? So, let's see. Probably the end of this video is a good shout. Hello, I am. No. Daniel Croydon is who I'm on the watch for, guys, right? So we're looking for Daniel Croydon. I've still got a rare Luciano Ferreira that he won in June. So, Daniel Croydon, you've been messaged. Blake Fornley, yeah, I thought I recognised your name. You got the Stry check, didn't you? From that month. That's why I went and checked that, Blake, because your name rang a wee bell for me. So, Daniel Croydon, I'm looking out for you, my man. I've sent you messages. Luciano Ferreira, rare is yours. And Rutter is a full breakout stud this season. Totally agree, Genesis. I've got my under-23 Wonder Kid video coming out for the strikers tomorrow as well. So tomorrow we're going to have the press conference going live. Dundee United just looks like they've resisted a corner or something there. But we've got the press conference going live like at 7:45 tomorrow, so you should have it. You should hopefully start your Friday off, start your game week off with a wee giggle and a wee chuckle with me for the press conference for FC Barcelona. And then around the afternoon, the Wonder Kid video came out. The last 2 Wonder Kid videos have done very, very well. And hopefully, these are like my kind of rough picks of guys that like I wish I could buy better versions of, or I wish I could buy any version of them, but I've just not got the funds or the real strategical need for it. Stephen Fletcher's picking up a yellow, and one of the AZ guys is rolling around holding his knee in his face, and number 31, if that means anything to you, he's holding the side of his face. Big Fletcher's on a booking, but big money striker, we need to see something from him tonight. 32nd minute, let's see it again. Big ball up from the keeper. 50-50 in there. Maybe there's a wee bit of elbow on cheek. But they've definitely went fishing there to get Fletcher booked. Interesting. So, John Andrews, fist bump. Yeah, I was one. Yeah, June, that was the month. Indeed it was. So, coming into game week 294, guys, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on now. I think it's only right, first of all, Ian Sorare, fist bump, joining the FC Barcelona Foundation. Look forward to seeing you in the Telegram group. If you are looking to become a member of the channel, there's actually a link in the description of the video. Oh, brilliant. Right, let me explain this, right? So, in the link in the description, if you want to become a member, you can just click that and it'll take you straight to the section and it'll explain all the stuff to you. It's £1 a month or £2 a month. £1 a month, you just come into a Wednesday stream, members only. £2 a month, you get that. And we've got a Telegram group, and there's an extra little pot for our prizes to be won for that group as well. So the link for the Telegram is in the members tab. You just look for the section where I've been doing posts. Scroll back maybe 5 or 6 of them and you'll find it. And also in the link down there, there's a link to fanatics.com. You click on the link that's blue, like the hyperlink, and then when you go to checkout, there's a special code there that gets 20% off and free UK shipping. And like the Man City third kit, all the new Ajax kit, have you seen that one? The blue one with the red and gold detail. All the new kits are all out there, and it's 20% off with free UK shipping. Obviously, by clicking that link and using that code at checkout, doing both those things, you support your man here with all the content of the channel, and I thank you in advance if you do so. But it feels like the best place to start the game week off this game week is with the Sorare Data World League that Dazza and the lads have set up for us. So I've not got anything coming out of this game week. I've got Tony running the now. So if Tony can, let's refresh. Let's see how many points he's on, because he's got a guy booked and he's put Tony's killing it on his AA already. He's on 11. Check that out. He's been fouled 4 times. He's on a double. Oh, Tony boy. Winning duels. How can he, has he won tackles? He's won 3 tackles. Tony boy. Check it out, my man. Loving it. Just no attacking entries or anything yet, but that's fine, man. Tony is kicking ass and taking names. Absolutely love it. So we've still got Tony running. Maybe we can get into... Oh, Tony. If Tony can get something out of tonight, man, maybe we can get a tier 1 limited or something. That would be awesome. And otherwise, we're just getting a wee bit of ETH from this Red Bull stack that was the only collection of rares that I had. I did have a few super rares and obviously Mulgrew, but I just wanted to run and just go get the ETH. You know, I couldn't be gassed because I didn't have a super rare forward or a goalkeeper, so I was going to have to play a DNP card if I was going to go up a division, basically. And Rare Pro just felt too competitive, and I didn't. Yeah, so blah de blah. This is all we've got for this game week. But with the World League, so it's been set up by Dazza and a few other guys like Hoodwink and whatever, and there's 140 managers involved. I'm in Division 2. The round 1 of fixture is me against my arch nemesis, the media mogul, the tycoon that we know him as, the CEO of the corporate juggernaut that is Red Bull Govan, Mark Patrick Rare. So I'm actually like going on a total differential kind of play from what my club normally does. Oh, good save, goalkeeper. AZ with a shot on target, 35th minute. We're not playing 3-4-3. We're so late in midfield. You can see here already the formation is 4-3-3. So for this, I'm going to use Lampy against him. Lampy is Mark Patrick Rare's amazing scouting find that he recommended to FC Barcelona when we had a working relationship for a short time before things soured around this competition, you know. So we're using King Carlos Lampy in goals because he's just a baller. We're going with a back 4, and check this out for a back 4. It should be set up a bit differently to the way it's presented at the moment. but you can probably get the gist of it. Trippier, Hakimi, Robbo, Vickers, 4 defenders that are 70-plussers for me. I think all 4 of these guys are 70-plus capable, even without multipliers and XP and all that caper, just raw fantasy points for this coming game week. And I didn't have a better midfielder than I did a defender this game week, so that's why we went with 4 at the back. FC Barcelona is just going to be all about winning this competition. It's all about the glory of the win. In midfield, we're going with a very FC Barcelona midfield 3. Max Arnold is back in Bundesliga starting. He's got I don't know if you even want to call it a good fixture or whatever, but they're at home to newly promoted or re-promoted Werder Bremen. Callum McGregor speaks for himself, and Lewis Morgan is on great form, and he's away to DC United, who are stinking at the moment. So I think that's a good enough midfield, and to be honest with you, option 4 isn't. I don't have any decisives really, so that makes me want to try and find that good score from a defender. And then the front 3, I'm picking Georgios Giakoumakis because I know how much Mark hates him, and I'm captaining him because I know how much Mark hates him. Now, I don't know if he's going to start or not. It's probably going to be Kyogo that starts, but between these 2 guys, they will get the 90 minutes. And if they can both get decisives, then it's going to pay off for me. And then Jota, of course, is the main man. And then for the bench, it's just steady Eddie's, all quite solid. Key, as I say, is my best midfielder, not really decisive capable. Tolkien was just the first guy I clicked on. Same with Maeda, really. I didn't really think twice about those 2 picks. And then Joe Hart. It was between Hart and Lampay, and I thought, I'll put Lampay in, and I'll put Giakoumakis in just to give this fixture a bit of spice, you know. So this is my entry for match day 1 of World League Division 2. And I'm absolutely buzzing. Now, I actually did a wee bit of a live record session right at the end of the member stream on Wednesday. I did a Mega Tuesday on this channel, and that'll be running on a regular basis on Sorare TV. If you haven't checked out Sorare TV, it's my second YouTube channel where it is just Sorare stuff. There's no like kind of football-y kind of analysis stuff. It's just cards and divisions and all that stuff. And I had pre-recorded on the member section a Data Wednesday section, so that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to run the week. Tuesday with Mega, Wednesday with Data, and Thursday with SO5 like we're doing now. But I went to look at the footage and stuff, and it was just, I'd have been better re-recording it, and then Wednesday was gone, and then, you know, so I feel bad on that end. But I'm very much looking forward to this competition and engaging with this as we're away. It's a star-studded division. Winning this is definitely something I'm excited about and competing in it. A lot of people fancy me to do pretty well because I've got a bigger gallery than maybe a few other guys that are here, but I'm not taking that for granted because it's a living aside, and like, you know, I know from my general SD leagues, which I've got a team set out for this week, that where is it? Where the hell is it? All the way at the bottom here. It's not always a given. So for this one, I've tried to focus a bit heavier on the opposition statistic. That's what So what I tried to do with Mega, if you didn't catch that, is I'm trying to work out different combinations of forwards, midfielders, defenders, or people in a team or a fixture or whatever that I want to skin graft into my SO5. The same kind of way we do with the SD11, which we've got for this week. So Van de Voort looks to be my best fixture on paper. My back 3, I actually had Jack Hendry in here. I'm going to need to drop him. He's not even in the squad anymore. So Robbo and Trippier, by far and away, are my 2 best defenders, I think. Midfield 4, I think this is probably, because we don't get limiteds in this competition, this is probably my best 4. I think McCrory's got a good fixture, should be back in midfield. Key should play the full game. Morgan and McGregor, you know all about. And then I expect this to be the front 3 Celtic start with, and Captain Jota till I die. And then just solid kind of steady Eddies. I'll probably be putting Taylor in defence now. I better just select this defender while we're here. But I think Taylor might come in. Maybe Token's a good shout. Mulgrew's playing tonight. And, you know, so they played Saturday. Kilmarnock playing tonight, Thursday. So that's like 5 days. And then Thursday to Sunday is the turnaround. And then again, they've got Alkmaar next Thursday. So I don't want to be using any of my Dundee United cards come the weekend, I don't think. And that includes, Harks is suspended anyway, but thinking about Mulgrew for defence, I don't think I'll be using him. Hitati I'm getting spooked about. GigPod, it's a really good Celtic podcast as well. They did their predicted team for the Celtic game, and they didn't have a Hatate in it. I recorded the podcast with the Sorare here guys. They are the Celtic podcast I've been involved in. That episode goes out tomorrow, and you can hear Declan, what he thinks about the team for tomorrow. Most of you guys will know I really expect it to be a copy and paste job, but Hatate is the only one that I've got real bones about. But there's one or two other guys. If you check out GigPod, you'll see the tweet they've put out. If you have an Anthony Ralston or a Turnbull, it might be a fun week to play them, depending on who you believe and what you think's going to happen. Ben Henricks could do well. I think he'll start. Harwood Bellis. Yeah, I think I put THB in, don't I? I think THB at home, huge favourites against Luton. Yeah, let's slide him in. And then for the sub, I might just put Taylor back in. We've got Callens, we've got Angelino, who looks to be transferred, so he's probably not going to feature. I'll just put Taylor in there, and we'll save that up. Sorted. So, yeah. Well, I do lineup builder. So I tried to, I did it before with all these teams before coming into the game week, of course. And having a quick flick through them, I think it has actually changed quite a lot, because I don't expect to play Mulgrew and I don't expect to play Hatate. Now, make sure as well, if you are following Celtic, if you are get Celtic cards and all that kind of stuff, to make sure you check out Celts here on YouTube and all that stuff. That's the Celtic stuff that I'm mainly involved with now, as well as the stuff I do on the channel. Is Turnbull starting this weekend, Andre? I would say it's a good shout. It's a shout people are making, you know. I'll catch up with the live chat. There's a bunch of here. I'm due some fist bumps to some of you, I'm sure. Some people imagine missing that. Good evening. Quinny, do you think Behic will be a starter for Dundee United? JVic, I recommended Nellis buy the unique Behic, and I believe he did. So I think Behic, because again, when I seen them when I seen him sign, the guy's got a great pedigree. He's played in Turkey, he's played in Holland, he's played like a decent level around Europe. And then when I watched him against Kilmarnock, I'm not even too sure. There's Tony on the ball now, down the left wing. Tony Watt gets into the box. He loves his penalty area entries. Oh, he almost got a decent ball away there, but it deflected. But good entry, Tony. Good effort. What was I going to say? The boy McMahon that played left back, I think Tony Watt with the cross, comes shot. I wonder if that's going to be credited a shot. Hope it does. Goalkeeper caught it like a shot, like it was on the goal line. So let's hope that goes down as a shot. That'd be awesome. But what was I saying? Sorry. Yeah, the left back McMahon, I thought, yeah, he's easily replaced by a guy that can knock about the Turkish Super League and the Eredivisie. Played for PSV and stuff, you know. So I think Beck is a good shout. He's only been pictured in training as of today. So we might see him at the weekend when they rotate these guys. Maybe they try and get him up to speed so he can impact the second leg, because he's a relatively big signing for them. And this is a make or break game, you know, especially if they get a positive result. If they leave this game 0-0, there is no away goals. So, you know, if they do concede one or less, like, it's a really good result in my opinion, because they can definitely, you know, if the tie's still alive in a one game, you know what I'm saying. I get too used to recording now, so see when I blabber like that, I'll just shut up for a minute, collect my thoughts and then speak. But I need to remember when I'm live, I can't do that because it's just out. Anyway. I must be the only person in chat looking forward to Wuhan Freetown's returning. Fred Almighty, fist bump Fred, good to see you. Sorare Josh, fist bump to you as well, my man. Sorare Oderine, fist bump, good to see you. And I'll catch up with the bottom there. I think I need Tony to hit 45 for upper threshold. Blake, I think he's going to rock it, man. We'll check his AA after that shot. We'll see what happened. Can we get 4 more footballers to join this community? We'd love to have an SO. Me too. JVic, that would be absolute quality. It would be class. Charlie Mulgrew does have an account, and Charlie Mulgrew does have like a kind of like cult following in Scotland in some of the social media circles. I think that's half time. Dundee United are getting a round of applause from the fans. They've done well. They've probably been the better team from what I've seen anyway, and fucking good on them. Great first half. You know Tony's going to be going in and checking his score if he's anywhere near his phone. Him and Fletcher having a wee chat as they're coming off. I'm only joking. I don't suppose he's got his phone in the changing room. Yeah, so Turnbull, I think Turnbull and Ralston, if you've got them and you're tempted, and it's, you know, Turnbull especially, could be a shout. I think Ross Gray might play the weekend. Yeah, I would agree with that. Ian, that's kind of why I don't really want to play my Mulgrew unique. Joe Ducey, double fist bump to you, Joe. Joe's helped out with the press conference. I won't say any more, but it's going to be good fun. 8:15 tomorrow, UK time is when it goes live, AM. So you should wake up with Mulgrew's been playing in some no Mulgrew, Tony Watt's been playing in some balls, by the way. Highlights is all Dundee United. Fair play. So I actually watched as well. Josh Forth did his first stream, and he's not going to be too happy. If you've caught the podcast already, you might have heard me refer to this a little bit. But I think I went through it with the members also. But after listening to Josh's stream, like, I have totally readjusted my actual SO5 for this game week, like, completely. And then obviously there's been some other stuff that's kind of came into the mix that has disrupted everything, like Jack Hendry, Ian Harkes getting sent off last week, Mulgrew probably not playing, Hatate giving me the heebie-jeebies, and there was somebody else. There was a few kind of linchpin pieces where I'm like, you guys will, if you've been on the content for the last month, you'll have heard me saying I'm so light in midfield, especially when rares are required. And this weekend, I do really feel that pinch, you know. So I've got 13 teams going out across all the scarcities. Milan Scout, fist bump, good to see you. Ryan Wilkinson, fist bump, good to see you. Do you think Greg Taylor or Hatate are more likely to start? Taylor is way more likely to start, and I've actually opted for Taylor before I started getting the heebie-jeebies over Hatate playing. I was going to pick Taylor for my big team anyway, because Taylor will and should get 90 minutes, whereas Hatate almost certainly won't, which is a pain. You know, as a pain in the ass if he's not going to get decisive. But his AA was so good. Like, the defender card is a wee bit cheat code if he's going to play 60 minutes and get subbed off, especially if he can walk off with a clean sheet and get his decisive in there. So I'm looking forward to exploiting that, because there is two sides to this, you know. Like, it is crap when it's like, oh, I come off with 60 and like, oh, I did okay, maybe I could have got something for another 5 or 10 minutes, but We'll take the wins with the losses in that respect. Do you think Matondo will start for Rangers? I've got no idea, Padigo, but if he's there and been playing, I don't know, because they're 2-0 down to USG, and that's embarrassing to them. We know that's not embarrassing. We know USG are actually a really good outfit, well composed, and they've got a good sporting integrity and, you know, talent ID and the link up they've got with Brighton and whatever. But to Rangers and to everyone else in Europe, it's borderline embarrassing. So they will do everything they can to be strong for that USG game. What do you think about John Souttar? Yeah, it's widely anticipated that Souttar will be a big player for Rangers. I was actually listening to guys on the pundit thing. They were talking about how big a player they think Souttar could and will be for Rangers. I don't really know what the situation is, because he's a centre-back. Connor Goldson's been there for a number of years and is a stalwart, is a mainstay in that Rangers defence, and they've just signed somebody who might play left-back, Ben Davis, you know, the centre-back, maybe left-back, from Liverpool. So I don't really know. I'm not that close to Rangers, mate, so I can't say for definite, you know, yes or no on some of these things, but I can give you all the information that I have, and hopefully that helps you somewhat. I've been the same. Last minute chaos brought on a Daniel Sinani not starting last game, and Sula picking up a little injury. Charlie Dunbar, yeah, I feel that pain all the way, buddy. So having a look at the prize pools for this game week, this is the real thing that got me taking a pause for the cause, if you like. Okay, so across all the teams I'm able to play and whatever, of course, normally the main team I'm chasing down for my big star team is All-Star Super Rare. And the Star Super Rare category is fun, right? Carlos Heel, huge card. Depay, Camavinga, Lafont, Hart, fantastic cards. The rest of them, maybe there's a few ones that are okay. Amin Sarr would be sexual. I'd love to win that. Abada would be lovely. Don't know if I'd quite think of an Abada, but as a Star Super Rare, you know. Sean Johnson would be great, utility-wise, you know. But there's not that many actual Star Supers here that made up about winning, potentially. The tier 1 pool, again, like Eden Hazard, Timo Weah, you know, like there's a few random guys in here that might be quite good, you know, but like Joseph would be decent, Cifuentes, Jordan Morris, Johnny Russell, some of these guys would be decent, but none of them are that exciting, are they? And then, you know, I think if I was an All-Star, I'm thinking about getting to top 20, ideally top 10. So there's a fair chance of getting a tier 2. The tier 2 pool was probably the nicest pool of them all, in my opinion. Like Christian Roldan, Sabitzer, Giroud if he gets minutes, Stanisic, you know, getting a Bayern Munich Super Rare is always decent. Joe Willis, a playing goalkeeper, Sunimoto, Kai Wagner, there's some decent, Marcelino Moreno, Chicharito, That's a nice tier 2 pool, right? And if that was where I was to finish, if I was to finish with a tier 2, I want an all-star tier 2, right? But then when I look at Challenger, right, the podium, so I actually think I think I definitely get top 10 in this division. Like, I just think that's how good my team is. And subsequently, I think I'm not even looking at tier 3s. I'm not even thinking about getting a tier 3. So what would my tier 2 be if I got top 10 in Challenger? It would be kind of okay, right? It's not... A Tate would be lovely. Having those Celtic cards dribbled in here as well, like Ralston, just makes it a wee bit of a softer blow if I was to get somebody that's maybe not economic. You know, it's not a nice win on that sense. And there's some other guys in here like Burgess, and I've seen a few other names in here that are relatively friendly. Okay, I can live with, but there's still some garbage in there. But I do firmly believe that I should be expecting my team to get top 5, and if I do get top 5, then I'm more likely to get a tier 1 than a tier 2. So let's say I go the full way and get the podium. The tier 1 pool is lovely. We've got Davy Roth, we've got Maeda, we've got Adamu, Coates, Sehic, Starfelt, Kjærgaard, whatever his name is, Diego Rossi. Really nice pool at the top end of it here. And even as you get towards the middle and the bottom, I've seen Petkovic there, I've seen some guys, Brempt, you know, I know Hendo's high on him. There's some Rudboffin, Perry, you know, Kaplan, that guy's a baller. So some good tier 1 prospects there. But if we were then to absolutely ring a ding 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 jackpot out, a star rare, which could be Jota, Van de Voort, Vickers, Joe Hart, Vanaken, Sesko. Yes, please. Like, so that's the big team this game week, is we're going into Challenger Europe Super Rare. Josh Forth is going to be raging. And this is the team we're lining up, guys. Viviano is going to make his debut for the club, super rare goalkeeper. He's been playing in pre-season. Pirlo feels like he's got a bit of a handle on what's going on. I think they got a positive result a couple of days ago. But anyway, he's just as capable of scoring the same amount of points as Hart, but he's a super rare. Taylor, I've already explained, believe he gets 90, same as McGregor. And I expect Furuhashi and Maeda to both start. I know they will both feature, and that might just be about enough. Zach Estrella, thank you very much. He's gifted 5 memberships, and I think, have they all been snapped up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, they have. Welcome all you guys to the club for the gifted memberships from Zach. Again, thank you very much for your support to the channel, Zach. Fist bump, my man. Good to see you. And we welcome on 5 guest memberships from Rishi, OG Sloth, It's Gusto, Pontus Janssen, and Hoodwink. Good to see you in FC Barcelona. So it'll be a Wednesday stream. If any of you want to know about the FC Barcelona Foundation, you just go into the main channel, hit membership. It's £1 a month or £2 a month. It's cheap as chips. You get tons of stuff for your money, trust me. And anyone who's in there now hopefully will testify to that. The stream is really good. I do gallery and reviews. I do your lineups and stuff as well. We have a lot of fun in there. That starts from £1 a month. If you want to do £2 a month, you come into a Telegram group and we chat all the time, as well as we do the FC Barcelona Foundation giveaways exclusive to like the Telegram group, the foundation members. So there's a link in the description of this video. If you click that, it just takes you straight to the member section on the YouTube channel. So if you can't find it, you get lost or stuck, just click that there. So that's the number 1 priority team that I'm running out with. And I think that's the one that I'm probably the most excited about. I expect Celtic to get a good result against Ross County. I don't think it's going to be a pushover, but by any stretch of the imagination, but it should be a pretty good game for us. Now, the prize pool for All-Star Rare Pro, right, which is the bread and butter division, isn't as big as it was last week, which actually quite confuses me, because surely there's only more football this week than there was last week. Last week we had 145 prizes, this week we've got 125, and I don't remember where the star pool went to, but this week it's only top 20. Okay, so that's fine. So top 20, top 50 is what I'm always kind of shooting for. We get tier 1s for basically the top 100, so if I can get top 100, then I'll be absolutely buzzing. Excuse me. The team we've got for All-Star Rare Pro, we are debuting Joe Hart in this division for the 22-23 season alongside FC Barcelona Hall of Famer Kieran Trippier at home to Nottingham Forest. I'm hoping Newcastle have got the better of that game. Ki Sung-young is playing in a big fixture, but I'm expecting him to be a big player and show up for his team in a big way. And Kyogo and Maeda is the pair. Oh, there's a wee bit of chat going on here. Just started doing Sorare Mega. Have I done Sorare Academy as well? Is there anything others I'm forgetting? Captain Sorare Milan Scout. That's a good show. We need to check that out. Jono Nisbet. Ayo Quinny. Jono, fist bump. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for joining us. So this is the team I'm going to be rolling out in there. That's the second team that I kind of really care about the most. Beyond that, like, I've got some fun teams that I'm, like, you know, they'll run and they'll be interesting. This is probably so with that kind of train of thought we had with Challenger Super in mind, I'm finding myself drawn to Underdog Super Rare because I don't have another Super Rare keeper, but I still have Super Rare outfielders, and do I have enough of them? I'm not even looking at the actual prize pool here because the way that the other cookies crumble, if you like, that these guys are all kind of spare or not getting maximised anyway. And I think if all four of these guys start, even Giakoumakis doesn't really need to start to do his thing against Ross County. Got a hat-trick against him last season, so even if we come off the bench for 20 minutes, I can back him to be double decisive. But McCrory should start, Boyata should start as a derby as well. I don't really know how I feel about Boyata, but Henrik's a back as well. So is there anyone else I can maybe even swap? See, Boyata, I'm not too super buzzing about. Wanyama. It's just a tatty. What about Barco, guys? I think Barco is maybe the other shout. What do you think about Barco? Let's go and check that out. What do we think about Barco? Could he play in here? That looks like a really good team if Barco plays, you know. My work day is over and now I must go spend some time with the family. Always enjoy the content. Catch you later, Zach. Thanks for joining us, my man, and thanks for being so generous. Have you seen Hendry's Instagram after the Bruges lineup post came out? Doesn't seem happy at all. Guessing he wants to move ASAP. I've been heard he's linked to Burnley amongst a few other clubs. So I think that's why Jack Hendry's not been included in the squad. Bruges, they're selling. It's just sold in Soke to Hoffenheim, so maybe they want to sell Hendry. You know, Bruges have got a really expensive squad. Maybe they just can't really afford it anymore. You know, is what I'm thinking. So I want to go check out what Barco's deal is. Why he's not been getting minutes? Has he been rested and rotated, or what's going on with him exactly? Because it's doing my nutting, and maybe he could be a good underdog play. Oh, he's injured. Right, okay, that's a pain in the ass. Right, let's double check Boyata. I'm pretty sure he played and scored the last friendly, but he has been linked to Turkey a couple of times and maybe somewhere else quite funky. Yeah, he played 120 minutes in the cup. Yeah, I think he's in, isn't he? Yeah, okay. Boyata's not as shaky as we think. Playing 120 minutes, and yeah, let's bring Big Boyata back in. Sound. So I'm relatively optimistic about that team. It might do something fun, it might not. Who will play for Nsoki now he's gone? I don't know, maybe this Mbamba Muanda and this Balanta. You know, they've got Brandon Michele as well, and they've got somebody else knocking about. I actually think they've got an embarrassment of riches in some ways, Bruges, you know. Not necessarily overly elite guys, but they've got lots of exciting Sorare cards to have, you know. And we've seen the success they've had in the transfer market, guys. Like, did Tab Soba come from Bruges? I don't think he did, but Kosunu Odilon, of course, came from Bruges. Oh, good chance in the 20th minute, was that? Nice. Let's go and check on Tony's score now that it's half time. I'm thinking this lineup builder because it's all out of date now anyway. Not my gallery, sorry, my SO5 results. Let's see what Tony's on at half time. 47, loving it. Did we get a shot on target? No, we didn't. That'd have been nice if we did. Miss pass maybe. So yeah, solid first half from Big Man. 20 points. If he gets a decisive, we're going to shoot up 25 minimum. Plus the shot on target, so like 28. So maybe not quite star limited territory. We need Tony to really bag a big score to achieve that. But we can definitely get into tier 1s if Tony can keep this up. Have you heard Man City made a bid of 80 million for Guardiola? I would love that, to be honest with you. I would absolutely love Guardiola to go to Man City. It would make me so happy I'd have a Man City player again in my club. So I have Ferran Torres, but he's also moved to Barca. And do you know, I was so close to buying a De Bruyne limited at a quarter of an ETH like ages ago, and it haunts me to this day that I don't have one still. Yeah, I've just never plucked up the money for a Gundogan or a Ruben Dias or anything. So yeah, I would really like Guardiola to go to Man City and play left back. That's what I would like. Just him be the left-sided Cancelo, because I think that's what they would want him to do and to be. Cyrob, fist bump, good to see you, my man. I saw the first Joe Hart SR go on auction and was surprised not to see you on it. Yeah, I just thought it was going to go beyond my budget, to be honest with you, and it kind of did. With the Joe Hart SR, I think I need to wait for a reward to come out and someone to wants to sell it quickly, or hopefully maybe trade it against some high value cards I've got. Or I need to wait for like the 4th or 5th auction when, like, Fantasy Teller is probably going to get one, and there's like 1 or 2 other big whales that have like huge Carter Vickers or Starfelt cards, uniques and supers and whatever. So I just kind of need to, I think I need to wait my turn for the Joe Hart super, and that's why I've got Viviano, because I just, like, I'm not going to be paying 340 for a Joe Hart when I got Viviano for like buttons on a trade. I don't even remember what the hell it was, but score wise I don't think they're going to be that far apart, and it's just the fixture lineup is the only thing I'm missing then, really, and the correlation of clean sheets, you know, which for better or worse actually might not be a bad thing. But thanks for watching out for me, I do appreciate that, thank you. They did reject it. That De Bruyne Limited would be so good for Specialist, yeah it would, man. Quarter of an ETH, man, and it was like expensive at the time. And it was just when I was like going and buying. I think you guys will remember the long-standing viewers of the channel. I just went out and spent about an ETH on limiteds, and I was like, I'm just going to get guys that are good players that I just want. And De Bruyne would have been a quarter, and I was like, I could maybe just go and get 4 guys for that money instead. I think I've done something like that. Live and learn, as they say. But hopefully the Premiership signs soon and we'll get a fresh shot at some Man City De Bruynes, you know. Owen Davis, fist bump, my man, good to see you. Tom Carter, good to see you. Cheers for the advice earlier, bud. Cheers, no problem, Tom. No problem, my man. Twan, I really hope Leipzig sign Werner. Yeah, well, I kind of do as well, right? But I traded my Werner for Unique Mogru, so I kind of don't, because I would really love Werner at Leipzig. But then I think I would rather have a Werner Leipzig card rather than a Werner Germany card. So, yeah, like Dybala, I really want a Dybala Roma card. Like, I really want one of them. I think I really would want a Werner Leipzig. So I've got some cards that I'm excited to maybe try and win or trade into this year that aren't part of my core strategy, but I can get back to, like, me, you know, picking up the pieces that I like. And like I said to Nepenthez and Chani when I did that like video podcast episode with them, go and check it out on the channel. It was amazing, by the way. A lot of people in the comment section were like, I want this to happen every week or every month, and we're maybe working on that, so stay tuned. But what was I going to say? So in that, I was explaining that I had to just run to Celtic cards, and you guys will know that, of course. But as I start to come up for air, and as the Celtic cards start to breed some success, then I can get back to having some fun and finding some of the guys that I like again, and get some versions of cards maybe I sold out of that I need to get back in, and all that fun stuff. Some worrying signs over Karagumruk though. Chrissy Quirk, what are they? Please tell me. King Molex, my bet. What? King Molex, what is your bet? Thoughts on Genie to Roma? I think it's amazing. Mourinho loves veteran players. He loves characters. And Genie Wijnaldum, he's just signed Matic as well. Like, Roma are a great shout to win something this year. I was going to say probably not the Scudetto, but Milan haven't necessarily got a stronger... Oh, Fletcher with a shot there. Maybe hurt himself a wee bit. Milan haven't got... I know the Kettler's just signed. I've seen a mention of that from Milan Scout. I think the Kettler will grow much more this year. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Milan have got... Still no replacement for Kessie. Renato Sanchez didn't sign. You still get Brahim Diaz, and Milan are talking about Brahim Diaz like he's a player. He's been absolutely shit in Serie A. Origi, yeah, I like, you know. So I don't think Milan have got stronger. Juve, what have Juve done? I don't think Juve have done anything amazing. They brought Pogba back. He's get injured. Inter are kind of just been Inter and just kind of plugging gaps with some guys. Atalanta, Lazio. Here, by the way, Roma might be a mad shout for the league or something, by the way. Stranger things have happened, man. I'm going to actually have a proper look at some Serie A stuff, and over the weekend. Is Serie A back this week as well? I don't think it is. No, I've not got any players available. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a wee bit of a deep dive Serie A over the next couple of days. I'll come back to you with what I find, but that might be a good shout, by the way. Milan Scout, you won't be too happy to hear that. I'm sorry. Roma are being slept on this season. They have the best attack in the league. Yeah, man. Like I'm thinking like Milan were good league winners last year. Chased them all the way. Loved them for it. I'm saying I chased them. I've supported them all the way in the win to the Scudetto there. But I don't think they've improved. I don't think Juve and Allegri, I just don't think they've lost the lick, you know, and Chiellini, but I know that's more of a character thing than a actual on-pitch output type idea. And I say Milan, I know Lukaku's back, but yeah, Inter, it's just Lukaku really, and Lazio and Sarri, they're busy and they're quietly being busy. Maybe Lazio are a wee bit slept on also, but yeah, Wijnaldum, Dybala, along with some of the other guys I already had in that team, like Tammy and Zaniolo and Pellegrini, Gianluca Mancini, you know, like they've got a good squad. And if Mourinho loves second season. They won the Conference League last year, and Mourinho is definitely in with the Roma fans. Like he breathes the city now, it feels like. So maybe. Chrissy Quirk, thank you very much. I'll check that out in a moment. Tagged me in some stuff. Isn't it time you set off for London? A bit of a trek from up there. So I'm getting the train tomorrow at like 11:30. It only takes 5 hours in the train, and I get there like at 4:30. And then it's like train station, hotel, venue. It's all like there, you know. So go to the hotel, maybe have a quick shower, get changed, go for a pint, and then go to the venue or whatever. So that's what I'm doing. So I've had to prep all the content for tomorrow and blah de blah the rest of it. So that's why we're having fun tonight, watching a bit of Dundee United. I think Tony's just had his, was that Tony? Maybe had his pocket picked. Was it Harks? Might have been Tony. That was Tony. Serie A starts in 14 days. They need to keep Zaniolo. Like we got, Adley. Yeah, sure. Adley could be good for AC Milan. That's I make you right there, Milan Scout. Good shout. Roma have a great team. Can't wait for Mourinho to implement his boring play style. No, Mourinho is trying to evolve, but in Italy it doesn't need to evolve as much because Italy still hasn't really like went tiki-taka or like German gegenpressing or anything. It's like it's not quite Catenaccio what's kind of happening in Italy, but there's a wee bit of evolution there. Mourinho I think fits in there, and Roma have backed him so far. I think Dybala's a huge get for them. I don't think he's a guaranteed nailed on hit of a transfer because he could flop very easily, but I think it could work. It's not because I tipped it on a video before there was any rumours of it either. Let me check the Twitter things that Chrissy Quirks tagged me in for Karagumerics, just so he can put the fear in me from my goalkeeper. Chrissy Quirk, if you have tagged me on Twitter, buddy, I'm not getting it. Oh no, there, wait, I've got it now. This is from the 2nd of August, so 2 days ago. Let's pull it up on screen. Fatih Gumruk's facility and stadium problem has not been resolved. Karagumruk's withdrawal from the league or the transfer of the club is in question. Is very low. He is at the decision stage. The problem of facilities and stats could not be resolved. So what does that mean then? It could not be resolved as it stands. The game doesn't go ahead. Is that what this is? Like because of this crap? Because there's a mad flat. I can't really zoom in on that. Chrissy Quirk, I'm guessing, obviously you've given me this, thank you very much, mate, but do you know what this punchline is? Is this like, when he says there, the problem in stats could not be resolved? Transfer of the club is in question. What does that mean? If such news is true, if there were no legal obstacles in front of Bursaspor community, I'd very much like to buy impossible from Bursaspor trying to be resurrected through this team somehow. That would be something. Let them come and play in our village's facilities. Something. Okay, that looks cool. I don't know what's going on here, man. I don't get it. Oh, I just closed Sorare. Damn it. Wrong button. Let me see. What's Chrissy saying? They're training and stuff as per, so I was struggling for more info. No Turkish accounts and statements are all in Turkish where I can't copy and paste. Ah, bastard. Shit. I really didn't need that. Thank you very much for the catch, Chrissy. What does this mean? What does this mean? Copy. Let's just go through Twitter and look for them, eh? Guys, we're on an expedition now. Looks like fixtures are suspended. Non-stick llama. No! No fucking way. Oh, guys, I fucking hate super rare goalkeepers. Why do you think the fixture looks postponed? Why do you think that? Non-stick llama. Non-stick llama, you're freaking me out. Why do you think that? Oh. No, that news is useless. New season. What? They're ready, man. Don't do this to me, Chrissy. Yo, look at him, ready for it. Who's this guy? 12 hours ago, he looks like a fan. After 2 relatively successful seasons, is looking to take the next step. Yeah. They just signed a guy from Zenit 2 days ago. Quality. Yeah, man, this is all good. What the hell is this stuff you're sending me, Chris? You're giving me the fear. They're signing players and stuff. They cannot be worried about getting booted at the league, or they just signed a guy. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is the thing you can't copy and paste. Shit. It's very sad that the help that is not given to a sports club with a huge history is really terrible. You're upsetting a huge group of fans. The people of that neighbourhood, the authorities should urgently take care of the situation. Yeah. Karagumruk deserves the field. The support should be given to the men, the supporters. Oh, shit. Bar Stewart. A lot of Turkish fixtures say TBD. You can't copy and paste this, eh? What about that Google Lens thing? Oh, I've got that on my phone. Right, let's see if that works. Where it like translates stuff for you. How did I do that again? I've got this, and it's a different app, isn't it? Is it Lens? Is that what it's called? Google Lens. Lens. Google Lens. That is an app. I don't have it, but right, let me download it. I need to get to the bottom of this, guys. I am absolutely bricking it. Oh, Chani! Yes! Chani! 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 Right, I'm going to tag you, Chani, in this tweet. Chani! Oh, Chani, I fucking love you, by the way. Oh, Chani, I've just tagged you in this. If you could punchline it for me, are we fucked or not? Chani! Dundee goal! Oh, I'm behind. Dylan Levitt swings it in. Header. Oh, you're bamming me up. Oh no, Chani, help us out, my man. Somebody's saying it's a goal for Dundee. Still 0-0 where I'm watching. Big Harks has been running midfield, man. I've just let it go by them. Is that a goal for Dundee United? Channy is a real hero. Let's see what he's... Channy will get to the bottom of this. Channy will tell us what's really going on. Oh, Jesus, man. I hope to God this is just a load of nonsense. And it's just like the league just saying, upgrade your stadium, you cheap bastards. I hope it's just something like that. Oh, Levitt. Big switch out to Middleton on the right. Middleton brings it down. He's got two men facing him up. Middleton drops the shoulder, goes by the two of them, plays the ball short for Harkes, lays it back for Middleton, who picks off his left foot and swings it into the corner. 60 minutes, 1-0 Dundee United. And we're fucking buzzing. Middleton. What a goal. That was right off the training ground. Well done, man. Dundee United 1-0 up against AZ Alkmaar, 60 minutes in the Europa Conference League qualification. Moan the Terrors. Great goal. Oh, McGrath's on. It might not be Harkes that I've been praising. It might be this McGrath guy. They look kind of the same. I wonder if my guy's still on the pitch. We'll wait for Channy to come back and let us know what the dealio is. This is typical, yeah. I think the league is just trying to put pressure on the club by threatening them. I really hope so, Josh. But we've got Channy Sports, who is a legend. And if you don't subscribe to Channy Sports channel, then do me a favour and subscribe to his channel now, because he's going to help us out. Great goal by Middleton. You'll probably see it hit Twitter. Lovely goal. And yeah. Crazy to see Dundee kicking it with AZ. Fair play. Yeah, totally, man. And we've long needed a good Scottish entry outside the Celtic and Rangers in Europe. And yeah, it was a tremendous goal. I think it's getting shared now. I can just see some guys sharing it on Twitter and stuff. So basically, this is Channy. All hail Channy. Thank you for the coming to the rescue, my man. So basically, the words of Channy. The president of the club is saying he has asked the state to help them get a training ground and a stadium sorted, as they've done with other teams, but now he has given up. And is that it? That's all it says. And he is offering to give up his presidency to someone else. Cool. That's fine. So, are we shitting it that they're going to play then? That sounds like kind of normal. Like, that's not anything to do with the team. Pirlo's still going to play. They've just signed the players and stuff. I think sweat over. Is there anything there about not if we can't play the game at the weekend or any of that nonsense? I'm sure you would have led with that, but I just have to confirm. So you can now take a... Yeah, so I've got oh, really? Picture to text? Oh, that's nice. Sorry, Oderine. I've got this Google Lens thing now anyway. I wonder if that... I'll do it another time. Channy's came to the rescue. But Oderine, great tip, my man. Thank you very much. I'm going to take a wee pause for the cause. AZ are playing very bad tonight. They missed a couple of players, can see them losing at home. Twan, they only showed up in Dundee today, which I think is a mark of disrespect and shows their lack of professionalism. And moan the Dundee United for taking advantage of it. I think Harkes and McGrath are both on. Harkes, Levitt, McGrath. It's the midfield three. That sounds exciting. I'm also definitely getting a Dundee United kit this season because it's got Quinn Casino on it or something, or Quinn Bet. So, we get 32 watt on the back, Quinn on the front, Dundee United. And if they're in Europe and stuff, man, it'll be some season to follow Dundee United for a laugh. You know, not for a laugh, you know, but I mean, like, for Sorare stuff, you know. It'll be good fun. He said they're trying to get a wee bit of a handle on possession. I think they've... Oh, nice press there. Might have been McGrath. Fletcher's came alive. Dundee United believe, man. You can feel it. Belief can be dangerous, but is the only thing I'll say. But Dundee United are forward again. Middleton, he's doing people on the right, by the way. He's got an overlap coming. He's tried to beat two men again and he couldn't. He could only beat one. Anyway. More importantly, is that a Milky Way or a bounty? It's a bounty. Yeah, I'm looking through Turkish news now to see anything further. Channy, I fucking love you, man. Yeah, Sorare Josh, I think maybe he's got it. So worst case scenario, they're at a neutral ground or something. Yeah, I don't think they're going to. Yeah, they've got Pirlo. They've just signed a guy from Zenit. You know, so yeah, I think we're in. But Chrissy, by the way, what eye for detail you've got. I know. Whenever I do these live streams, if Chris says something, I need to go check it out because he's got his finger on some of these pulses across Challenger Europe. So Chrissy, thanks very much. For the involvement. I think I've shown you kind of the teams I'm the most kind of excited about and stuff. I'm not going to bore you with all of them. But as we're kind of watching this, we're at the 65th minute. I guess I'll just kind of show you another couple. So this team I am actually really excited about. Under 23 Pro. And if we look at the prize pool over here, so we're getting star rares for top 12, which is great for this division. Top 12, 13 is kind of what the regions kind of have peaked out at. In my memory, the experience I've got that comes to memory. So that's around about fine. Tier 1s is a bit slim, top 40 basically, and then it's only top 50 for prizes. So the prizes are super slim. The team we're rolling out, Captain Jota till I die, and then the Anderlecht super rares are coming back together. We've got Nameka from the 20 to 21 season, and we've got THB from the 21-22 season. Both of them are not at Anderlecht anymore. They're at totally different places, but they're both still under 23, and they're going to be excellent super rares for me this game week. I think Tyler Adams could be a little AA monster, and Van der Voort's get one of the best fixture, probably the best fixture of any goalkeeper I've got this game week. So it's definitely a team that are rolling into here thinking top 50s is on the cards, and it's just about how well we can do, and if we do get top 50 really. So I'm quite excited about that actually. I think that's quite a strong team. This is my limited all-star, so just no holds barred. Christian Roldan, Kramaric, Celtic guys I spent money on. And how many stars do we get payout? 35, nice. Tier 1s for top 200. Top 200 is what I want for a team list. Tier 1 and above, really. So, yeah, I'm quite happy we can go and do that. And what was the other limited team? Where's my specialist? So specialist, I've got Lampard. I dropped, who did I drop out here last minute? Balotelli. I think Balotelli is moving to Sion in Switzerland, and he's going to live in Brescia in Italy, where he's from. He's going to drive every day for 4 hours. So I'm not playing Balotelli this weekend in case that goes through, because he's not going to be playing for anyone, obviously. But otherwise, I've got a wee bit less hope in this. I'm putting more of my faith in All-Star Limited this game week, but I still have good faith in this, don't get me wrong. Depends. Eupen beat Bruges last week. They look on fire. Peaky Blinders, don't jinx me here. Alright, so they have a big issue with finding a neutral ground to play on, as apparently the stadium they used is now also shut down for a while. It doesn't say they won't play though. Ah, okay. So it is just finding a stadium. When is the game meant to be, but? Because 3 days from now. Jesus. Jesus. Blanco's a great shout for specialists. He's bang on 40. He's got a good fixture, and their form is like rising, or I think it's rising ever so slightly anyway. So yeah, Blanco's got a good shout. And so Abada's the other L15 under 40, and then Max Arnold and Crescito are just two of the enablers, as Techers refers to them as, and they're both 70 plus capable basically, and it's just crossing my fingers and toes that happens really. Great minds think alike, but on the Blanco for sure. It's a good pick this week. And I don't think there's much else I'm really that buzzing about. I've still got a couple other pro teams and stuff knocking about, and some rare teams, but that is kind of the size of the ones I'm the most, yeah. I'm playing a Ralston in Underdog Limited. I'm playing a wee Underdog Limited team. This could be fun. I've got my Jorginho Rutter in here. Shuto Abbey I just put in here because maybe I'll drop Abbey because he's the only one I don't care about. He will score like 50 points, no problem. They've got a good game with Shimizu S-Pulse, I think. And yeah, I'm really like, otherwise, I'm not picking a Saka. Kostic should play, but he's been getting links to Juventus over the last 24 hours, so that might get a wee rug pull on me. And yeah, actually, there's just nobody else I'm that confident. I think Abbey's just nailed to play. Yeah, so I'm just taking that. And the other guys have got goals in them. I'm captaining Ralston because I think he might play. And the prize pool, I've not even looked at it, but yeah, let's hope we get something from it. This is the way the community team's sitting now, guys. I really think we should be to be honest with you, I'd be really I really think we should be dropping Rio and Maeda. But so drop in the Telegram, guys, and we'll iron this team out, because I'm really getting the creeps about Hatate. I don't think he's going to play. And Tony's putting in a some shift tonight, and if they finish up 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, whatever, then I've got no faith in who they'll play at the weekend. Because that'll be some scalp for them. And it'll be well earned on this display. So, yeah. Who are the alternatives? Philip Max. McBride's telling me he's playing as unique. We could put Ralston in. We could put Makarich, he'd get a 0. We could put Mbamba, we spoke about him, and Nemeth, and Ndishimai. So we've got some options for the foundation players. Up to Jorginho Rutter, what a player. Dylan. I'd still play Viviano, mate. There's no news cancellation of the game. Cheers, Channy. It is all on you, Channy. You are now responsible. Thanks very much for saying that. Joe Ducey, my Blanco is sandwiched with the Rosario, goalie, Herrera, and Acosta, and Vazquez from Cincy. Nice. Cincy have got a decent fixture. I've played my Barreal in my under-23 team. He's the only under-23 mid that I've got any real confidence in. On paper, this is a good-looking team. I've not got that much faith in Magno this week, or Barreal, truth be told. But they could all come in quite feasibly. Max has a good matchup. Yeah, he does. Max should play. I think Mauro is still injured. Which team do you think will be the surprise of the season? Says Milan Scout. What league are you asking me that for? Just everyone and anyone? Milan Scout? If it's everyone and anyone... Celta Vigo signed Gonzalo Pacienza today from Frankfurt. See, if you look at Celta Vigo's transfer business, it has been stellar, by the way. Like, I can see them finishing top 7 in La Liga if this keeps up, you know. And are just promoted. I listened to you and Tony talk about Aziz Behic on the pod. Any idea if he's going to be a starter? I told Tony that I told John to buy the unique, and Tony's response to me was, I'll need to get it off him. And so yeah, I think Beck comes in as a starter. That is what you heard on the podcast as well, by the way, is the extent of me and Stish asking Tony about Dundee United stuff. I try and get all that on the pod. Gala look to be doing a madness. Is that tonight? Are they absolutely running riot on Sunday? Good to know. So yeah, maybe the under-23s does something as well. Excuse me. All-Star Rare. Going and getting some ETH, maybe a card with this lot. Maybe a Saka does something, maybe not. Since I've got Morgan in here, maybe I can drop a Saka. Do I have somebody better? Could play Taylor. Don't think I would play Angelino. Don't think I'd play Amundsen. Johnny Russell's in a good team. Thiago and Kamala and Cham. Yeah, I think I'd maybe just stick with his Saka, because I kind of know what I'm getting with him. Yeah, all these other guys are injured and stuff. I don't think I've got any other kind of options. Maybe Greg Taylor. Yeah, actually I'll just go with Greg Taylor, because I think he'll do better than a Saka. I think that's a safe bet. Captain Robbo. Go get some ETH, maybe a card. Star Rares for top 10. If we can get top 50, I'll be happy, but I'm not expecting, even top 500, I would be content with that. But as long as we get ETH, then that's all we're after, really, isn't it? And this is the last team. Now, guys, this team is built around Gio Reyna. Without Gio Reyna, I don't get a team out. I don't have another rare midfielder that could play. Maybe Joel Chima Fujita, but let's get real. Thiago Andrade and Kamala, I've spent good money on both of them. They've not kicked in yet, so maybe they will. Token solid, Tanny solid, but it's all on. I'm not expecting this team to do anything. But if Reyna starts, the team is wildly alive, is the way I'm playing this, basically. If we could get top 100, I would be happy enough with that. And in the last team, the only team I haven't showed you is Champion America Limited, the last of the last teams that I've made. Thiago Martins is a very good card this week. I think the Seattle guys might do okay with Cincinnati. Is it Cincinnati they've got? It's a tough fixture, I think, for a few MLS teams. But yeah, that's me. That's how I'm shaping up, guys. I'm going to sit and chill with you we've been streaming for an hour. It's actually a really good turnout, guys. Thanks very much. Dortmund has a difficult fixture. Token is such a unit. Would you think he would move? I think Token gets a fantastic transfer. I think whoever signs Token is I can see him going to a Salzburg. He is in the Red Bull organisation already, of course, but he, Token is one of these guys that just is a scout and a coach's, like, he lights up on all those metrics and charts and stuff like that. So whoever signs him, like, will be clever. Yeah, that's what I think about Tolkien. Kamala may not play this weekend, rumoured to be leaving. Do I have anyone I could drop Kamala for? Maurice Yentz, Cameron Harper. Justin Hack has been playing, by the way. He's not been playing that great. Joe Chima Fujita. Will you be getting a ROM card? I'd love to get a ROM card, but I just don't think it's going to be affordable, to be honest. I really should have bought one when I wanted one last season, but he didn't fit the strategy at that point, and here I am now without one. But I think it'll be great for Leipzig. I think it'll be fantastic. Hopefully I win one. Might try and trade into one. I've kind of spoke about some targets already in the stream, and he would definitely come into that category. Okay, cool. Yeah, and it could be Belgium is a very popular route for MLS players, it seems, especially the bigger teams that feature in European football. Anderlecht don't have European football this year, do they? But all the same, good roster, good team, good manager. 75th minute, so a free kick to AZ in the kind of left corner position. Cut back to edge of the box for Martins Indy, and it's a big brave header. Who's that? Tony? Who headed it? It looked like Tony. It's not really showing us in the replay too clearly who it was. Might have been Middleton or somebody. It's hard to tell. Everyone in Dundee has got a black haircut. I think he will warm the bench. I think Renato Sanchez starts. I think I was chatting with somebody this earlier on. I think if they play a 4-3-3 or a 3-5-2, I think Vitinha, Verratti and Renato all start. But I think if they do play, and I've not seen much of this Vitinha character, by the way, right? But I think Renato and Verratti is a great pair for a 3-4-3 if that is what they're playing, as I suspect with the Mukiele signing. Yeah, the coach knows him. The coach won the league with him. Oh, cheers on, you sent me info on Kamala, right, so it's probably quite solid then. I might just put this Cameron Harper kid in then, because he does feature and might just get his spot, and he can score 70s, whereas like Justin Hack probably won't, Joe Chima Fujita probably won't. Sorry, you're not even on screen with me. So yeah, we'll put Cameron Harper in this then, because he will feature. Maybe he's got 70s and 60s in him, so I'm not, it doesn't strengthen that team, but it doesn't necessarily make it much weaker. I've got some training teams to correct now with some of the changes we've made today. So let's put Hendry in training. And Kamala, Barco. Bum. And then I'm probably going to chill out with these guys. This game's got like 13 minutes left, so I'll just chill out with these for the last 10. Answer live chats and all that good stuff. And it's just a Saka left. Yeah, cool. Sorted. Just make sure. Yep. Right, who's not getting trained? Yeah, it's fine. Don't care about any of them particularly. That Rio I might sell. I bought an extra Rio for last week, and I'm probably going to use it again once or twice, but yeah, I'm not too bored about it. So we'll be going into specialists and underdogs and stuff, and they don't get XP. Oh, Tedic. Oh, yeah, I went and degened into buying 4 Tediches because I seen that he was linked to Barnsley, and it was like imminent transfer going to happen. I was like, oh, fantastic, CFG under 23 forward, go to Barnsley. I was like, oh, it's a threshold. Like, look what I just spent on him. 25 quid for the rare, £4 25 pence, £4.93, £5.89. That's like 40 quid. Sweep them up. Then I researched it. Then I discovered that Barnsley are not in the Championship, they're in League One. So, egg on my face. He's there for the full season, and all the stuff Barnsley have said about it is he is not a marquee. These are words that Barnsley have said. He is not a marquee signing. He is not going to be our number 1, number 9. We are taking him on loan to build a relationship with Man City so that maybe they'll give us other players on loan. He is like a bargaining chip of sorts, It's not going to cost me much to sit on him. Hopefully it pays off. Only fools rush in, guys, is the moral of that story. The great Tedic incident of 2022. Do you think Mukiele will play? Mukiele will play RCB for sure. Wasn't a big fan of him for wing. The thing with wingback Mukiele is he can score goals. Like, he will go up and down the full pitch for the full game, and he'll get in both boxes, and he's not shy. He can shoot, he can head. He's very good. But the best football he played at Leipzig was 3-5, was 3 at the back, Konate left, Upamecano in the centre, and Mukiele RCB. And I think he's going to play right centre back behind Hakimi. And I think that's just going to be a tandem of death. A tandem of death is what I think that's going to be. Especially when you put who's going to be in front of them. Oh, it's going to be Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe. And look in the middle of the pitch, it's Renato Sanchez and Verratti. And who's on the other side of the pitch? It's the other one of Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, and Nuno Mendes. It's going to be carnage for PSG this year in a good way. Good luck to everyone for the game week as well, of course. So yeah, that's me kind of all streamed out, guys. I will be sitting here for the next... I might even just love yous and leave yous. I don't want to bore yous to death. I think we've had a good stream. I think we've had some good momentum. We've talked over some good stuff. And yeah, so tomorrow, guys, tomorrow morning, we've got the press conference coming out, Wonder Kids thing. And then I will be in London tomorrow for the London meetup. So stay tuned to posting videos and podcasts and all that good stuff. I'm also out on the Celtics Are Here podcast tomorrow, talking all things Celtic. And the End Product podcast went live earlier today with Tony, Plastician, or Stish, and me. That's on the Sorare TV YouTube channel, as well as all the... If you go into any podcast place and search End Product, or if you just check my tweets, you'll find the tweets in there for it. I still hope Leipzig gets some more depth for Campbell and the wingbacks. Yeah, we have no one. So I'll chat some Leipzig with you. I've done a wee outro, so if you want to hit the hay, you can. I'm going to sit and chat some Leipzig, watch them Dundee United now, but I think... Oh! Who was that? Mulgrew. Shot from 35 yards, by the way, as a zinger. I'm hoping Haidara plays a big part. Limer might not. It's really hard to really pinpoint where the depth is needed. I think Campo is like a company guy, and I think he's crucial to the way they play. I think losing Adams was big, because I think you need somebody like Adams if Haidara's not fit, and especially if Limer goes. But yeah, if they keep Campbell at Limer, even Henriks can play that position. I know it's probably not his best position. It's probably not the best player for that position for Leipzig, but I think there's options there. And I think defence is well taken care of, especially if no one's sold. It is just like Sorloth, question mark, Andre Silva. Like, he probably got a B+ last year, Andre Silva, you know. Poulsen, Forsberg. There's just so many of the stalwarts still knocking about. It's a really odd squad to really balance and think, where is it too light, where is it too heavy, you know. That's in my opinion. Have fun tomorrow. Hopefully catch you at the next meet-up. Couldn't get the time off work. Oh, bugger. Campbell is in the crucial role, but he needs... Yeah, they do need a better Campbell. But who is a better Campbell? I think that's the thing. Dundee United look to have made some changes. I've kind of missed out on them. Let's go and look at Tony's score and Dundee United's scores and such. And then I'm on the wee screen, so I feel better having a cigarette when I'm in the wee screen. It's not as vulgar. Silva and Olmo. I love Olmo. I'm a huge Olmo guy. I tried to get Olmo unique and super rare. Not very valiant attempts, I must say, but I did try and get them both in the summer there. Tony's on a 49. I think he was maybe on more points than that before. Maybe I'm mistaken. Sorry, our data's broken with the formation. McGrath's on a 68 from the bench, I think. Or did he start? Mulgrew, 67. Fucking love it, Big Charlie. The clean sheet bonuses lobby ticking in, of course. What's Levitt on? 49 as well. Nice, man. Solid performance from Dundee United. What's Tony getting his points for? He's been fouled 6 times. He's still on his double-double. He's got his 3 tackles, 1. And he's lost a few duels since the first half, but he's still got most of them. Passing is good. Final third passing is good. Yeah, still not. He's 2 penalty area entries. Could do a couple of shots from Tony, or a couple of attempted assists. It's good that he's still on the pitch, but with I'm going to go to this, and I'll add this little bubble so you guys can catch it as well. go. You should be able to see this now. Sorted. So we had McGrath on for Seibold, brilliant, and then Niskanen came on for Middleton. So that's good to see what those rotations are and what they mean. So now Middleton's actually been on the right, not the left. Tony's been on the left. And who else have they got on the bench still to be used? Yeah, that Nicky Clark's got a bit of a reputation. This could Joe guy, people, yeah, but they probably don't make any more subs. So yeah, that Seibold is probably going to get benched for McGrath, and then Middleton and Niskanen are probably going to fight it out, maybe with Tony also. And then they've got the left back guy who, I don't know who this Freeman is, but the boy McMahon that played at the weekend. And this Freeman guy is a Scotland under 21 youth international. Former, yeah, I might pick this guy up. Returns from loan. I might pick this guy up for like a wee under 23 backup kid or something. He's 22. How much are you 23 you're really getting out of him? Kieran Freeman. He's probably not got a card yet, does he? He's got a picture, but he's got no cards. And it says he's a right back and he's playing left back. Ah, interesting. Padagul, I make you totally right on Andre Silva. Like, yeah, he's a goal scorer. You know what I mean? Ronaldo loves him. Portugal love him. Didn't quite do it in Italy or for Seville. He has been good, was very good for Frankfurt, and he has been good. But yeah, he's like a B+ player. He's not a big hit, is he? He's not a definite winner in that respect. For me. But yeah, 88 minutes. Yeah, our stream is like a minute and a half behind, so I better watch what I'm watching. But yeah, no, I'm actually quite chuffed with that. I think, yeah, really, it doesn't enthuse me to really start. Silva gets in good positions, yeah. What do you think about Everton? Flamengo price is cheap. I really rated Everton when he was leaving Brazil and coming to Europe, and I couldn't believe that he ended up in Benfica. Oh, number 9 for AZ, by the way, just took a lovely ball in off the left, nutmegged Mulgrew, put Mulgrew on his arse, took a shot from the edge of the 18, great save by the keeper. I think it's Pavlidis, who Tony was talking about buying his card. And then, yeah, Pavlidis, by the way, great wee spell there, then fizzed across the box afterwards, after his shot, he managed to recover the ball. He doesn't do Charlie, he does number 18. And then Charlie falls on his arse anyway. 3 minutes, 4 minutes to go, something like that. We'll see how it all pans out. Vidal, so I think, yeah, Flamengo, Vidal, honestly, see, as soon as I heard that was happening, I was like, I should be buying as much Arturo Vidal as possible, because I love Arturo Vidal. I love all action midfielders like Vidal, Nangolan, Goretzka, Juan Sebastian Veron, who we now have a legend card for. And if he's fit and vibrant and motivated, he'll want to go with Flamengo and win stuff. That's the kind of guy Arturo Vidal is. If you look at Arturo Vidal's honours list to this point, it is stellar. He's played for everyone, literally everyone. Germany, Italy, Spain, just not England. Germany, Italy, Spain, no France. Multiple leagues, Copa Americas, all sorts. The guy is a fucking legend. So yeah, I think they're a great setup. I'm waiting for the types of Flamengos and the Sao Paulos and whatever to come on, because I really want to watch more Brazil. I'd much rather watch Brazilian football than Argentinian football. Apologies to any Argentinians, but like for scouting wonder kids and stuff, it's just much more fun. I find it weird how Simeone didn't strengthen the CB situation at Atleti. I saw him playing Witsel now at CB against Cadiz. Padagul says this. Yeah, I think Witsel, Kondogbia, he's happy to have these multifunctional centre defenders. Savic, Reinaldo, Jimenez are all kind of nailed on. He's trying to get rid of Hermoso and Felipe, and I think he does want to sign another centre back, but contrary to the Ronaldo reports and whatever, like Atleti's budget is mega tight, and it is like one in, one out. They've just signed Lamar to an extension. as well as bringing in Witsel, bringing in Molina, which was touch and go for a while, if they were actually going to be able to pull that off FFP wise with La Liga and whatnot. So I think they are waiting to get Hermoso shifted, maybe Felipe as well, probably Felipe. Fucking buzzing for Tony, by the way. Let's hope we get this result across the line. Oh, Tony get booked. He maybe did lose a couple of points. Nicky Carter's coming on for Fletcher right at the end. Atleti should. Atleti is. Barca are Atleti's financial wise. They'll just sell Griezmann back to them for another 100 million or something. Yeah, Witsel could do a really good job in the middle of a back three for Atleti, but I don't know if he would be middle because that feels like a Savage job. But it's very modern in a back three to have that Mascherano, or in this case Witsel, that midfielder type player. And even Celtic play 4-3-3, right? But like McGregor geographically does kind of fall into that position. So depending on what team you're in and what the tactics are, like they're kind of the same job, you know. Josh, I think it will. I think we've just not really had much of Simeone's Atleti on Sorare. Like last season was a wee bit of an outlier, and when they won the league, like Jimenez, Savage, Oblak, Llorente, these guys, Suarez, were fantastic cards to have. You know, they just weren't sexy. You know, because they were over 23 and winning 1-0 and stuff, and you had to get the guys that killed. It wasn't like have the whole squad and they'll all kill. It's like 6 of them done really well. How many of them did you have? 2 of them, right? Okay, we are done. And yeah. Argentina, I've not watched too much in the Argentina league, hey, so I will bow to your experience on this one, but it's a low scoring league. And there's not as many exciting prospects come out of Argentina as there is Brazil in the kind of wonder kid space, if you like Man City signing these random guys you've never heard of, like Kike and Savio, and what was the guy who went, Kyle Jao or whatever, that went to Juventus. You know, these types of guys is what I'm hunting for. Harks has been booked. Oh wow, AZ are going for it, man. But Dundee United switched on. Finished 1-0. Congratulations, Tony. Congratulations, Dundee United. Great first leg result. Fucking buzzing for the lads. One game week I had Savage and he had 18 points in a 2-1 win. Oh wow, that's sore. Also Saudi Arabia has a lot of play. Yeah, I want Saudi Arabia to be scored, but I think there is actual Opta and logistical problems that Opta they do cover the league, but the maximum coverage they offer isn't meeting Sorare's minimum threshold. I think that's the issue. So I hope so as well. So I've got 2 goalkeepers and Gonzalo Piti Martinez over there as well. And I think they would be absolute SO5 killers. So yeah, I hope so too, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. Thanks to all of you that have joined me for the stream today, guys. Be sure to check out all the content across 23001, Sorare TV, End Product Podcast, Seltzar here, there and everywhere. I'm in London tomorrow. Fucking love you guys. Thanks a lot for everything. Good luck this game week. Wish me luck with the Celtic guys in Challenger Super Rare. And I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye.